to my channel. We are doing the third Halloween soap today. This one is inspired by Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, which is a Mexican holiday commemorating the lives of past loved ones, and I really always loved the beautifulness of Day of the Dead, and I wanted to do a soap inspired by that because they're so bright and colorful, but it has a little bit of spookiness to it, and overall it's just a really beautiful holiday about remembering those that have passed on, and I love that idea, so I wanted to do a Halloween soap inspired by Day of the Dead. So let's get started and I will show you guys how I made this soap. Okay everyone, so we are going to get started. This is going to be an interesting one because I have quite a few pours that I'm going to be doing. So I have already have my base oils prepped here, and I did put some titanium dioxide in it. Not gonna lie, I kind of messed up because I shouldn't have done that yet, because I was going to split this among the other colors that I have. So that's a little unfortunate, but my brain was just going a million miles a minute, and so I messed up a little bit. So overall, my colors are going to be a little bit lighter than I intended. Overall, I don't think it'll be too big of a problem. So I have my lye water here. I'm going to mix that in with my batch oils here. Okay, and I'm going to blend this to emulsion. I want to keep this very light trace because I am going to be pouring off some of this. And typically I like to kind of eyeball my colors a bit, but this time I'm going to weigh these out. So I have a few different colors already prepped here with some of the batch oils already in it. So really quickly I'm going to go through and show you the colors. This one is D&C Yellow from TKB Trading, and this one is the Ye Olde Neon Pink TKB Trading. Next I have my blue. This one is Tropical Teal from Nurture Soap. And finally I have my purple color here. This one is Reborn Purple from TKB Trading. Okay, so now I've got all of these colors prepped. I am going to use my scale. Okay, I'm going to tear it out. I'm going to try to put about 4.4 ounces in each cup. Okay, and then everything else is going to be the white color. So I'm just going to kind of give these a quick little stir, mix them up. Okay, so those are the 4 colors that I'm going to be using, plus the white. Okay, and as always, I am using my 10 bar mold here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour all of this in here. I'm going to save just a little bit to scrape on the top of it, but I'm going to pour most of that all in here. Next, I want to start with the lightest color. So I'm going to start with yellow. Okay, and I'm going to do a pour up and down with this a couple times, about half of it. And next I want to use the pink color here. Okay, we're going to take the pink, we're going to go up and down with that. Again, about half of it. Oh my gosh, this is just not my day. I totally forgot to put the fragrance oil in, so I'm mixing it in now with the remaining batches that I have here. I just cut it down a bit because obviously I've already mixed in some of it without any fragrance in it, so my brain is really just not working today, so I'm going to quickly blend all this in. And the fragrance oil that I'm using is called Witching Hour from Nature's Garden. This one's a really interesting one. I've had it for a while, and I wanted to kind of save it because it smelled a lot different than I was expecting. I'm not sure what exactly I was expecting it to smell like, but it almost has like a very strong kind of like tea fragrance too, which is really an interesting scent. I'm not gonna lie, I am not a fan of tea at all. Like I really don't care for it very much, and so the scent of it kind of threw me off at first, but it's kind of been growing on me now. It really does kind of have like a really like a sweet tea kind of smell to it, but it's got a lot of more fragrance notes in there as well, so it's not just pure tea. Okay, so about half of that. Now I'm going to start over with the other colors. We're going to go back to the yellow. This I want it to be a very fun, like vibrant, colorful soap because this one is inspired by Day of the Dead, and it's just such a beautiful, pretty colors, and I love the meaning of it, and I think it's just a beautiful holiday, so I wanted to commemorate that one with a beautiful soap, especially since it is around this time of year. So I just thought it was really pretty, and I wanted to do a soap commemorative of that. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure how this soap is gonna turn out with all of these really interesting mistakes I've made. I don't know what the deal is today, but kind of been making a lot of mistakes, and I feel like my brain is just kind of not working right way, and my batter is starting to thicken up, which is not good. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting. So I'm just going to start scraping all of my containers out and trying to get all of this soap in here. Who knows what this one's going to turn out like, you guys. This one might be a fail soap. Luckily, as far as the colors are going, they are looking pretty close to what I was wanting, so the titanium dioxide didn't ruin it too much. Okay, now my batter's really starting to thicken up, so I'm just gonna have to glob these into here. I'm kind of frustrated because I kind of knew this was gonna happen. I think my brain just like gets overwhelmed and it like shuts down, because now I've got this like really interesting kind of a soap that we're gonna end up with here. All right, I know this one's totally not gonna turn out like I wanted it to. Last color here, I'm just gonna have to glop this one in. I also think this fragrance oil accelerated just a tad. Okay, and then finally I'm gonna scrape out the last of this white for the top. Yeah, I can definitely tell this is gonna be an interesting soap. Okay, this is kind of hideous. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of do that a little bit. We're gonna do a little one of these guys, kind of settle some of this out a little bit more. This is gonna be an interesting soap, you guys. Interesting. Okay, so since the top is pretty much a hot mess anyway, I am going to just do a little bit of a swirl on here if I can. Oh my gosh, it's really setting up. Wow, guys, this one definitely kind of turned out a little bit of a fail, but that happens every once in a while, and unfortunately, I was kind of really looking forward to this soap. All right, guys, we are gonna let this one be done for right now. I am going to whip up the frosting. Again, we're doing another black frosting for this one. I don't know what this is gonna look like, you guys, so I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna start on the frosting. Okay, guys, continuing on with everything going wrong, the fragrance oil of this set up super, oh my god. I'm absolutely cursed. Absolutely cursed. My piping bag just exploded. You guys, this soap, I think it's actually cursed. I'm gonna try to finish it, but oh my gosh, my piping bag exploded. My piping is getting very thick and very hard to pipe. That fragrance oil accelerated so quickly, like not even like 3 or 4 minutes when I was getting my piping ready, it had already set up. And it's getting very hard to pipe. And it just turned out a little bit grittier in texture than my piping typically turns out, so I think this is a sign, you guys. This is a cursed soap. This is a cursed soap. I'm so bummed because I had such high hopes for this soap. I'm not gonna lie, I was like really thinking about it and I'm like, oh, this might be the best soap I've ever designed. It's so pretty and so colorful and so different, but I don't think the universe wanted me to make this soap, and I think I'm tempting fate with trying to finish it, but I'm hoping that there will be something salvageable out of this bar soap, or this batch of soap rather, but guys, I don't know. This is a workout trying to pipe this. Oh my goodness. Like my biceps, I feel it. Wow. Okay. All right. I think that is the best I'll be able to do with this soap. Goodness gracious. Not gonna lie though, I should have known, because anytime I use a fragrance oil that has like some type of tea scent to it, I find they accelerate very quickly. There's another one that I used from Nature's Garden. I think it was called White Tea. It smells great, but man, that one accelerates quickly too. So I should have kind of like known whenever I realized this one had a T scent to it, but I didn't put that together. Okay, so for the embeds for this one, I have a whole bunch of these little skulls that I made out of melt and pour. So I did 5 different colors. I don't think I'm gonna do the orange because that's the only color I didn't include in the base of the bar. So I think I might just do the blue, purple, pink, and yellow. Just kind of keep that consistent and skip the orange ones. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting these on because honestly, I don't know what else can go wrong. So I'm gonna turn this a little bit towards me so I can place these on here. So I just got these little white skulls. I think they turned out pretty cool as far as how those turned out. I'm pretty happy with it, especially with making that mold myself. I have definitely had to make molds before because I couldn't either find a mold of exactly what I wanted or I couldn't get one to me in time. So it's a kind of a handy little skill to learn, especially if you do soap making and you want to just make your own mold. It's definitely really handy. It gets expensive though. The rubber and the silicone to like cast the molds, or to make the molds rather, it's pretty pricey. So I try not to do it unless I absolutely must find a mold for a specific purpose that I can't already find pre-made, or again, if time is a constraint. So I'm just gonna put all of these little skeleton skulls on the top. I actually really like how those look on the black. It really, really pops. The only thing I'm kind of worried about, and I'm gonna kind of have to test with this soap, is if the white melt and pour is gonna discolor over time. I have had that happen before if I do like a light embed on a darker like soap frosting, but just kind of have to experiment with that. So that looks kind of cool. But now I'm gonna do the flowers. I feel like this is gonna be a really pretty design. So I kind of want to do a whole bunch. So I kind of want to alternate between like the big ones and the little ones. This one's definitely gonna take me some time. This is gonna take me forever, so I might have to speed that up. Hope I made enough flowers. Wouldn't surprise me if I messed that up too, not gonna lie. I kind of had like a little bit of a color thing going on here, but now I'm thinking I'm not gonna have enough. Okay, we might, yeah, we're gonna use the orange because I'm gonna have to, because I do not have enough of these colors. What is wrong with me, guys? I swear something is like terribly wrong with me. I have to say these colors are very, very pretty. It's kind of one of the things that really inspired me was the colors of the beautiful Day of the Dead celebration. I love the whole idea behind it, remembering those that have passed on and honoring them. So I thought this was a beautiful, beautiful one that I wanted to do. Good thing I made the orange and didn't already melt them down. Sometimes I'll melt them down if I have a whole bunch of leftover melt and pour and reuse it so I'm not wasting anything. I'm trying to get like equal amount of colors on all of these, but I don't know if all of these are gonna end up with like the exact amount of colors. So we're just gonna have to work. We're just gonna have to work with it. I don't know, I kind of like this because I feel like now each bar of soap's gonna get like a different color or a different number of colors, so it'll be kind of cool. Each one's a little bit different. Okay, so I am down to the last few. I am actually out of the large flowers. I was kind of doing like small, large, small, and then on the other side I was doing large, small, large. I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. I think all of them have a flower on them, 3 flowers on each side. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This looks really pretty. This is totally what I was going for in the design. I love how it turned out. I just think the execution of the design could have been a little smoother. Okay, everyone, we are ready to cut these up. I have let these set for about maybe like 3 or 4 days or so. This is gonna be an interesting reveal to see what the bar actually looks like because I had so many issues, and we're gonna just cut it up and see how it turns out. So I'm gonna start by cutting just a little end off of here. I do have a little bit of an edge that's broken here. So I'm gonna just kind of carefully cut this little edge off here, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay. Oh wow, okay. Huh, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it was gonna look. Wow. Okay, so this is what the little end piece looks like. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely looks a little different than what I had intended for it to look like, but it kind of looks cool. Doesn't look completely terrible. So I guess that's a little ray of sunshine. So we'll see what this bar looks like. Okay, oh wow, okay. That one kind of looks pretty too. Okay, so that is it for my Day of the Dead themed soap. All right, you guys, I am very, very pleased with this one, especially since it was a nightmare to create this soap. I don't know what was the issue with all of my problems, but it just seems like left and right I was making big mistakes. But luckily the bar did turn out pretty cute in the end, and I'm very, very happy with that. I love how colorful and bright it is. It's definitely a very beautiful bar of soap. So if you want to purchase one of these, this is when it will be available in my Etsy shop for sale with my October Halloween release. So that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.